Good morning and happy Friday, everybody. So, it's E, and I have the haul behind me. Well, most of it. Dang it. Flower display is still in my car. I need to get that out. Swimming pools are downstairs because I have a new genius idea. Clearance penny shoppers for storage, right? Penny pools. Okay. You can stack them. So, like, I have each pool with, one's men's underwear, one's women's, one's kids' stuff, one's baby items, one's, see what I'm saying? And then they're just stacked. And so I just have a stack, and I know, I'm telling you, try it out if you need to. We have awesome news, hence why I'm putting things in swimming pools. We are moving. We get to move. Thank goodness. Not necessarily because of the problems that we've had here. We've definitely outgrown the place. It was small to begin with, but where I live, it's very difficult to find a place to rent, let alone buy. In the last 5-6 years, the house prices have skyrocketed. Like, it's this small town, but it's like buying a house in Indianapolis. It's ridiculous. So we found another house, and it's a friend, and they're renting, and it's country, and I'm gonna have a new penny and video area. It's so exciting. Like, it's really exciting, okay? But here's the non-exciting news. I'm moving, and I'm a penny shopper. And this is what we just got on Tuesday. That's not counting what I got yesterday, or if I find anything today. I'm just saying, I work really hard. Like I said on my post, I'm not a shopaholic. I'm a hard worker. You know why? Because I got a YouTube channel, and I have to do this for work. I work. That's what I tell my husband. I work. Oh, that's another thing. Here's how you get your husbands on board. Number one, you show them clearly that you can get stuff like socks, underwear, stuff like that you don't have to pay for anymore. That's amazing. Okay, next, you figure out their hobby, okay? And then you get them a toy to go along with that hobby, right? So my husband's a musician, and very good, actually. And no, I was not a groupie. No way. I actually had not even seen him play before we dated. So, anywho, but he is a musician. Like my dad was a musician, so I'm thinking that's probably where the connection is. And so he's had bands. It's difficult to keep a band together, but he loves music, and he writes his own music. He plays his own, he makes it up. All this, it's all his, Anyways, but he's been talking about a looper for I don't know how long, and I've ignored him for I don't know how long, because, the price was like, really? Is that what we need? Is that what we need right now? A looper? Well, gosh, the point. Well, yeah, that's what we need. Keep honey bun happy while I go do this stuff. And then I got him a tablet, okay, because then he needed to make beats. See what I'm saying? So that's where the tablet, that's what I was going to tell you guys in that one video, but then I didn't get to it because I had to go get my kids from school. Watch Wal-Mart, electronics, go now, please. Okay. Tablets, like I got that one, I think for $46 maybe, or $49, and they're usually $89 or $99. And then I got the Google Mini with the LED lights, and they're supposed to be like $60, and I got them $19 each. Yes, so you need to check. Honestly, you know, Christmas coming up, Walmart is trying to get stuff moved out the door. All right, so there's a lot of good deals going on right now. Okay, buy your husband a toy or your wife, whatever. You know what I mean? So that you can go penny shopping. Okay, I'm gonna flip you, right? Okay. Oh gosh, you guys want an insight into, well, here's part of the problem. The kitchen is a mess, well, but I don't care. Yeah, right? Okay, you guys. Okay, this is what I'm dealing with as a kitchen, okay? Dun, dun, dun. This is my kitchen. It's very difficult to kitchen in this kind of kitchen. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I bring one, I bring one day's worth of pennies home. Kitchen's full. We need something new. We need something new. And we're getting it. Well, it's not new. New to us. It's going to be new to you. And oh my gosh. You know what? I could go and do a video. Well, I have to paint. There's so many things that have to be done. But Tuesday was bonkers. Okay? I did not expect it. Okay. I did expect it to be bonkers first. Okay? But then, once we were there and things were not flipping, well, not everything was flipping, right? Okay, so yellow dot for us was flipping from the get-go, right? Okay. But when the other stuff wasn't flipping, then I was like, this isn't going to be a cool day, you know, if it's just the yellow dot and if all this other stuff isn't going to go. But still, we were finding quite a bit, you know, yellow dot, obviously shoes, clothes. And then while we were in the first store, I mean, it was so strange. It hasn't happened to me before. But it's DG, you know, DG, they don't know what's happening. And that's where you guys have to remember that. They don't know what's happening. Therefore, we don't know what's happening. So we should just count on it being, a crap show. That's what we should count on. But to our benefit. And I see, as I'm talking, that this box has already been half emptied. Okay. See, that's also what happens when you set your pennies out and then the family has to walk by them. Okay. So we've got yellow. We're ready to check out. I'm up at the front table or display areas, right? Scanning the summer stuff, right? The sunscreen and stuff, because I had bought this for 60 cents and they had some. Nope, it's still showing 60 cents. And then there was a stack of clothes that this other lady, when she went to the register, all the white dots, right? They hadn't flipped. So she had just hung them there, you know, on the front display. And so I go and I'm like, Ashley, you know, what are these for? And, oh, those are the ones the lady put back. And I scanned it and I'm like, why'd she put them back? They're a penny. And she's like, no, they're not. The white didn't flip. And I'm like, scanning it again. And I'm looking at her. She's looking at me. And I'm looking at her. And she knows that I know that she knows that the manager doesn't know, nor does anybody else at that moment know that something amazing just happened. And then we were like, out of the line, okay? Right? White dots, ours, okay? And then we're going back to Okay, so I think maybe she headed to the close, or maybe that's when she ran for the flower display. Again, we had scanned the flowers. I did. No, they hadn't flipped, they were green dot. Oh my gosh. So then I went to the green dot, the summer stuff that was there that we had already scanned, and it had pennied. And then at this point, I had started recording, I believe, and the manager is seeing it happening. And I really was waiting for to like deny. But no, everybody was actually cool that day. Honestly, like it was cool. But it's not their fault. How are they supposed to know? Are they supposed to stand there and scan 5 different items 32 times a day to see if it pennies? No, not their fault. Not their fault at all. So we've already went through the clothes for my family, for her family, I'm sure I have to go back through it for Christmas. Well, extended Christmas. Obviously summer, right? The grill pans. You guys saw me get some of these last night. They are still in the car. These were not on any list, and it was from the weekend before. Or no, once all the food stuff flooded everywhere, I went and did recon, right? And I showed you guys a whole bunch of food. Well, I don't know. I looked over at one store and saw these, and I'm like, I feel like I scanned one of those in clearance. Sure enough, it was a penny. That's on a video when we found those in the first store, and then we found more because we have those. Plus, I started to put them here, but I realized they weren't going to fit. So, the soups. I was excited about the soups. As I drop one, somebody said to check, and it is, you got to make sure, and I've made the mistake. I just caught it too. The Atkins that I was checking last night. Yep, it's expired. The one that we got. Okay, yeah, this one's October 22, so we're good. But anyways, the Progresso Hearty Chicken and Rotini. And then also the chicken and wild rice. And it doesn't matter at this point for you to have the UPCs. It's not going to do anything. It's going to show you 0. It's not going to tell you anything. So, and it's always just going to say 1 in stock, or it's going to say out of stock. And actually, all these should be out of stock. They flip to out of stock. So UPCs don't matter at this point. But it's important to remember that, a lot of people say they don't find pennies, or their store doesn't have pennies, or it's possible, but you've got to figure out your store. Okay. If you never saw these in your store to begin with, then it's a newer store. You didn't get them in, or you saw them in clearance and they went a long time ago, so you're not going to find them, or your store does pull. But especially a sale like this, you have to scope it out ahead of time to really know. Was it there to begin with? Had it already sold out? Did they really pull it? And then that helps you plan for next time. No, I don't just go to local stores. I am lucky to be in a location where I can kind of shoot an hour to 2 hours in different directions and hit a number of DGs. So that's what I do. My local store, literally, I did a video in there, but it didn't take. But we found probably 10 items, which was a big deal there. But still, this is not from one store. And this is not from, again, we don't go into a store, and we were still checking when, things flipped. So make sure, that's the thing with DG, make sure you stick around, especially when even their paperwork said it was flipping. Okay. So it wasn't just somebody guessing, it was literally them saying it. So I don't know. I felt like it was odd that it wasn't going. And hey, that's when, again, the domino effect. Anytime there's a big amount of stuff going, I don't want to say always. Oh, there's where the rest of that goes. There's always usually bound to be more stuff that goes with it. And this is a large amount. The S as in summer and the F as in fall, there's a lot of stuff mixed in with that, right? So summer, you've got green dot, you've got yellow dot, you've got white dot, you've got green dot, you've got your pink square. We did find a couple. I was surprised. I thought we would actually end up with a bunch of this stuff, and we did not. So your pink square, you've also got your 4th of July stuff. Hold on. And there's just a big mix of stuff with it, okay? It's not just Halloween, right? It's 4th of July and swimming and summer this, summer that, it's just a lot more stuff. It's going to be the same when our F21 stuff pennies. There's a variety of stuff. There's a variety of symbols, I guess you would say, that F21 encompasses. Red dot also falls under summer. Our green clover also falls under summer. That's why I'm waiting on them. I was hoping we would have some surprise pennies today on our half price stuff at NCI. But I don't know. I haven't been out yet, so maybe I'll find them, but probably not. But when, again, it also includes sun care. It includes shoes. It includes accessories. It includes food. And there's so many things that it's not just Christmas. Like I said, Halloween, Easter, what have you. Mother's Day. Mother's Day falls into summer. I found a Mother's Day cup last night. It's a green dot. Here we did find one. And also, that's a lot of people say, I found the exact same thing. You have to understand, they have almost the exact same things come out over and over again. But you've got to check the actual tag. That is key. And right now, yellow dot is what pennied in accessories and clothes. And you'll see on it, sorry, doing this in landscape, I got to get used to you'll see the year 20 and you'll see the SS21. So don't worry about that. That's manufacturing. Anyways, SS21, okay? That's what you're looking for. Yellow dot, SS21. Green dot, I think it's S21. Ashley found some straws. So yeah, green dot is S21. Because they may have this exact thing, except in a different color or a different design, but it's out for Thanksgiving and it's got a different symbol on it. So it's a current seasonal product. It has not gone out of season yet. We did find a couple of these I was happy about. I think these are very cute. These are NCI only as far as I know, unless there's been a random one sneak in your store. These are the $10 floral arrangements. And there's 2 different kind, and they're cute. More accessories. Definitely be checking your hats. But again, you may think, I found that exact thing, and it may look almost identical, but it has one thing different, or it doesn't. It just has a new tag on it and a different year or season. We're looking for S21s, SS21s. Yes, there are still ones that have not pennied. There's some Green Star, but I believe those are the ones in NCI that did not go. You're looking for regular tags, these types of tags, regular Dollar General tags, honestly. You're not looking for any that have the additional $5 tag or the $6 tag or the, it's just the Dollar General tag with the price on it. I feel like any of those other ones, they're different. And I think they come out with unicorn hats every season, but something's different, or it's a different color, or it's crazy. So you got to pay attention to the symbols. I mean, you need to know what it looks like so that it grabs your attention when you see it. But then you have to check it, obviously, by looking at it and by scanning it before you know for sure, yes, this is the right one. There's more of those. There's a panda with a shiny bill. And unicorns. Unicorns, unicorns. Don't mind. Okay, this is my recycling. Yeah. I didn't have room in my car for a couple days for recycling. Or a week. So that's got to happen right after this video, because this has got to go and that has got to go, because I'm very claustrophobic in here now. Okay, so Ashley was like on cloud nine because she's in the makeup section at the time, like pulling stuff. She finds that they put a bunch of makeup bags and accessories, you know, just down on the shelf under all the hair stuff, like the hair bands and not the rock and roll hair bands, but like the kind that you put in your hair. Those. So anyways, she's going through that shelf like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, go Ashley. And then I look over and I'm like, yeah, go me, because there's 2 cases of these makeup cases or whatever just sitting there on the end cap on top of each other. And I'm like, hey, Ashley. I mean, she got like 3, right? Look at that. So many. Okay. Blue dot did not go. This is just a box. Don't be freaking out. Still yellow dot. Still yellow dot. Not regular flip-flops. Well, not for me. Regular flip-flops don't usually go. I haven't had them go before. I don't know. Another girl said that they went for her in another store. But the regular flip-flops, like the cheapest ones, they're yellow dot, never go for me. Or they haven't. These are all different types of flip-flops, but not the cheap kind. So these will still go with the symbol. I think, and of course, swim shoes, if you see swim shoes. So yellow dot and white dot is going to be your spring and summer clothing, right? Green dot, your spring and summer, or summer, whatever, out home and outdoors type stuff. And then, of course, you have your summer that isn't marked. Or not marked with a tag. Something else that I was so surprised that they were still there and I had scanned them and I'm like, boo. And then, yeah, so the watering cans went 2 because I got 2. I'm trying to like put stuff behind me so I can actually get to, yeah. And honestly, this was a big deal for us because 2 of these places are managers that, well, one scares the bejesus out of me. Not that she's mean at all. She works in a rough store, and I've heard in the beginning, well, a few times, so customers, can be pretty rude, and so customers have cussed her out, and I've heard her, give it right back to him and kick him out of the store. And I mean, that doesn't mean she's a bad manager, because again, you have to understand the people she's dealing with. But as a penny shopper, I'm back in an aisle, finding pennies in my first few months, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this lady's gonna beat me up. Do you know what? I love her now. I love her. And we joke all the time, and whatever went last time, we did not get anything at her store. And when we walked out, and I think I even had a video, probably, I don't know. And when we walked out, her and the cashier, because the cashier has been there a while too, we got 2 boxes of the cooling towels. The cashier and her both, give us a hard time, and we give them a hard time. And so we're leaving, and I'm like, hey, and they're snickering, because we don't have anything. And I'm like, hey, there's always next time. I'll get you next time. And she's like, yeah, yeah. So when she came around the corner and saw my cart, and then saw us start putting all the different drinks and such, yeah. But she was just like, all that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. She's like, and then she's saying to one of the other girls, do you see all this stuff you didn't pull? You didn't pull all of this, blah, blah, blah. And she's not saying it mean, but she's saying it. But no, I'm like, hey, I said, oh, there goes one. I'm like, hey, we started at this store. I gave the name of the other store in the town. Because she would know, and I'm like, listen, we started at that store, and she is not happy about pennies. And I said, the only stuff that we had going this morning, on Tuesday morning, was the yellow. And I said, then it was like, I don't know, 2 hours later, all of a sudden, I said, everything just like flipped. So I said, even if she did check stuff this morning, it showed clearance price. Ashley found this, which she was mucho excited about. But they do have some green dot, some cute, tumblers, or she's going to use it as a vase. So yeah, I think, that's what, hopefully the girl didn't, I don't think they really, I don't know how to tell you guys with the whole penny thing. So many, it is very inconsistent. I think it depends on the district manager. I think it depends on the manager. I think some of it DG doesn't care about, but then other stores, if they don't have good numbers and then there's pennies on top of it, then it makes them even worse. And they're probably going to be on those stores more. But then if there's stores that do well, then the pennies probably don't matter. So, that's why I think it's so inconsistent. You guys saw in the video, I got a ton of these, and let's see. We did find one of the bowl sets. Oh gosh, okay. Orange clover at NCI, and in my light there, you can see it better. It is an orange clover. There are headbands. Let's see. These are like rocks. Same with that one, except just black. There's headbands in that, and then let me see. There was some. Oh, there's a big one. And you know, look what pennied. Huh? You know, I already got one on my head. Well, I was actually wearing one of the shirts yesterday, too. That's the bad news about penny shopping. There's different colors. But yes, these are all the orange clover. It looks orange. I don't know if it's called orange. Maybe it's tangerine. But it looks like that. And there's two, it's a two set of scarves, of head things, but also neck things. But also, see? Do you see all the uses? Huh? That's right. Love that one. Love the brownies. Love them, of course. Super love the double chocolate chunk. Now, I have to say I do prefer homemade cookies. I do make some killer homemade cookies. I don't bake as much since last year, so this is actually good. I didn't show you close up the sparkling water. More summer, like garden. Somebody had a bunch of these stashed. A bunch of angels. There's also little, you know, campers. Just look for garden type things with green dots or with a square, an S21 somewhere on it. Oh, I like this one too. It's a little pot and it's a green dot. Also, oh gosh, random accessories that make obnoxious sounds. But this one is by far my favorite. And I don't know, that might be featured in future videos. We also have these little dirty and clean green dot thingies. I'm not sure what you do with them because, well, they're not magnets. So, I don't know, and this one doesn't have a tag, but this one does, and this one's a lots of cooking, and let's eat. More little pink square that we have found, or that we found mixed in. I have found, once I get this all cleared out, then I'll do what I got yesterday. But really, it was mainly food. I'm trying to think. And those big flower pots. More NCI, orange, tangerine, apricot, clover. Also the yellow dot accessories. That one's so cute. More yellow dot. Yellow dot, yellow dot. Yellow dot. Yellow. Cell phone thingies. You know, cell phone thingies. Oh, funny story. Don't. I probably said it in the video too, and I'm an idiot. We all know this already though, don't we? There's these types of magnets with different initials. Yes, I know the lighting in here is not great, but don't worry, we're moving. And I don't usually do the videos in here, but it's because my basement is currently, well, being moved. So, it's horrendous. It's out of control. I'm trying to move and buy more things at the same time, which my husband is not on board with at all, I don't think. But, you know, you can't miss. This is not going to go in the trash on my watch. And that's what I wanted to say. Yes, everybody, I know it's a common question, and it's okay to ask, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, listen. It does get annoying when it's said in a negative way, okay? So, because you know I'm all about positivity. I don't want negativity. So, stop asking me what I do with all this crap. or there's no way you can use that crap, or there's no way you can use it, or you shouldn't take it all, or you shouldn't, rah, rah, rah. Okay. No. Clearly, this is what I do. Okay? Number one, if you don't take it, yes, it will probably end up in the trash. I am not going to have an argument over which DGs donate and which DGs don't, because I can tell you the majority of them don't. They get a bigger tax write-off if they damage it out. Okay? All right. Let's try to use our brains here. Okay? We got anything? Okay. I'm hitting my third eye here. Wake up. Okay. Got it. DGs, seriously. You guys, stop it. This stuff will go in the trash eventually. Number one, I have the paperwork. I will find the paperwork. They cannot send back anything, food, drink, or that could be broken. All of this, okay, anything that's breakable, all of it has to be trashed. It doesn't need to be trashed. It can still be used, okay? The food, we have a blessing box. My husband built a blessing box. My friend and I, Steph, we put it in her yard because we rent. And we also keep a blessing box stocked with food, hygiene products. I have a tote that I put out there that I'll put art sets. I'll put shoes. I've put dog food, laundry detergent. I mean, you name it. Not only do I penny shop, but penny shopping allows me to spend money on other things that people need. And we help the community a lot. Okay? Now, is it anybody's business to begin with? No. Now, will this probably get used? Yes, it will, because this is actually our favorite kind, and it is good until 2023. So guess what? Let's see, like these, Ashley will get half, I'll get half, and then we'll split those up. Like I'll give a couple to my sister, or I'll give one to my sister. I'll give one to my sister-in-law. I'll give one to 3 of my aunts. I'll give one to, right? I have a big family and chicks. I have, how many aunts do I have? 5, 6, 7? I don't know. There's a lot of them. Okay. All right. Sunblock. Yeah, always. Because I love summer and I love to swim and I love water because I need it to stay sane. Because of crazy penny shoppers. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, that's totally usable, but we will probably, I've already got a couple because I bought them clearance. So I'll probably put these back, the expirations later. These will go in the blessing box next summer. All of these will probably stay with us because our families will eat them. As I said, this one is expired. The protein drinks that we have been getting, Ashley and I and my son and I think her daughter too, we all drink them for breakfast because we're not big breakfast eaters. So those are also being used. Same as any type of, fit and active bar. Those I was trying to look for October 21. Yep, those are expired. So like I said, make sure you check your dates. It gets exciting and you grab, and obviously we grabbed, and then, sometimes they're expired. Those are. I have found these now in a couple different 3 different stores, mixed in with other ones. So make sure you're looking for that blue plaid. We also have our gloves. We found pot holders, flamingos, anything that looks bright and cheerful. Check it for the green dot. Bright, cheerful, summer. Plates and bowls. There's a set. I already showed you the big bowl, and then there's the pitcher. I've already showed you that. The cocoa. Thank you to Wesley. I did not know about this. I did. My phone blows up. Okay. And I'm not, no, in a good way. But when things get released, like I get it from 25 people, but that's good because then I get all the different versions, and then I'm like, okay, now I'll figure out what's really happening. Yeah. So, but thank you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have, because once I get in store, I don't go back to check anything. Like, I'm just going. Now, the girls and we have a group, a text group, and yes, I've thought about charging and doing a text group or doing a members only, and especially after this and how much food I feel like I showed you ahead of time that went. And a lot of the summer stuff that I said, like, I don't know. I've thought about it, but we'll see. Okay. What else? Funfetti. Again, it's going to look out of place right now because this is more of a summer thing, but not for me. I love funfetti cake. I find the expiration. I can't find it. We are sad we only got one box because Ashley, she makes it. I eat it. Well, I've made it a couple times. This dip stuff that you eat with vanilla wafers or animal crackers. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And we only found one box. But that's okay. Because I have brownies and cookies. Although I still have to split them with her. I see this, and every time I see it, I want to say asylum. So these are your asylum flowers. This is what you see if you're in an asylum and you're medicated. Just a bunch of white flowers. Bags, different accessory bags. Again, you might see something that's crazy similar, almost identical, but you got to check the taggy tag. The kids' garden stuff. Don't forget about the tools, the rakes, the hose. What else is there? Shovels, obviously. Little shovels, big shovels, the clippers, all types. Any of the lawn and garden type stuff. More yellow dot shoes. What else back here? Goodness, people. What all did we find? Oh, yeah, I remember. Yep. Ashley found, that's what it was. She found the little thing. And I'm like, and then one behind it is too, because I just saw the side of it. And I'm like, the only time I see big Play-Dohs in the summer. Big Play-Doh, pink square. More shoes, more bags. Glittery, sequency, dinosaur-y, rainbowy. Our clear totes, which I think are awesome. I had already purchased a number of these for myself and friends and family for concerts. Yes, and they work very well. Obviously, not the bag inside, just the clear bag, but they are acceptable for concerts, and they do hold a hoodie and other things that you need. So, there's that. Don't forget, because DG doesn't make sense, yeah? Don't forget, there are random blue dot summer things that are pennies. Do you know how many boxes of these I have found? Well, I found 2 last night. I think we found 2 boxes on this day. Not today, but on Tuesday. Yep, there's the second box. Yep, kites. Think summer. Anything that could fall into summer, you need to scan. You gotta be you really gotta think about this stuff sometimes, guys. It's not as easy as just walking in and seeing a bag that happens to look like it. You gotta put some work into it, okay? You gotta work it. Okay, pens. They always come out with pens. And yes, I know they're useless. Well, this many, but guess what? I'm giving 55 kindergartners presents. Yep. So guess where these go? Okay. So yeah, we have a variety of pens. You have the poof balls with the animals sticking out. You have the flamingos. You have, 4th of July, not Christmas. See, they already got new pens out that are green and red, huh? Useless. Anyways, okay, but a kid's gonna love this. All right. And there's the unicorns and the flowers, which I will keep these, of course, for myself because I'm a dork like that. Oh, okay. Are we almost there? Another flower arrangement. I already showed you that. Oh, okay. All the, yeah. And I do have an FYI on this one, too. Oh, you also have flamingo ball bag. Has a lot of balls on it. That's actually how I saw the aisle with all the yellow dot bags. Oh, I also... Shazam? I don't know. You run out of stuff to say, okay? Oh, speaking of that, make sure, not speaking of that, let's start back over. Make sure you check up with your reusable bags, you know, your DG bags that you can buy, because a lot of times people like to just hang them up there and they blend in. Same with our mesh bags or whatever this is. And these we use for work because we put our wet rags in here. So they're like, they kind of get air and they're not, Okay. Now, somebody did make a comment about me grabbing all these things. Now, I don't know. And maybe it was about just the Dollar General having so many. Now that I agree. But no, I'm not gonna leave them behind, because do you know the chances of a dollar item making it back out? Honestly, it's more expensive for them to ship this back, repackage it, relabel it, whatever, ship it back, resell it for $1. Stuff's going in the trash, guys. I see it. I've seen it. I have pictures of it. I've showed it. I even have a video of it back with Piper a while ago. Yeah, there was just a manager talking that I went in the other day. He was totally cool and was glad that we got the stuff, and said that their freezers went out and the food was fine. Like, the freezers had just went out and the food was fine. He told the DM that he had a place to donate it. He was going to take it to I forget what he said, if it was the mission or I don't know. Anyways, no. Absolutely not. You cannot donate it. You destroy the packages and you throw it in the dumpster. It's not, this stuff's going to end up in the trash. Most of it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And I have weirdo friends. Okay? Which I love. Why? Because I'm a weirdo. And they love Halloween. And they both have this thing about a dollhouse and turning it into a Halloween house and then having spooky. So that's what I have. Gnomes. I already bought some of this stuff at 5 cents. So yeah, it is actually going somewhere. It's going to some weirdos that want to make little spooky Halloween houses. Okay? Stop judging. If you're going to judge me, you can go on a different channel. I don't like it. Ash got a new bathing suit. I got a new top. Excuse me. Mine, of course, said, I am a set. It was not a set. But anyways, we got some bathing suits. We got, obviously, again, yellow dot clothes. And white dot clothes. Some baby Oh, the baby stuff. The girl. Oh, our swimming pools. Thanks to a lady came in late, and she was looking for little girl clothes, and so of course, Ashley's. We were trying to figure out if we have any, and there was the other lady that was there before us, and so we're asking her, and she had a couple things, I think, and then we found some in ours and gave them to her. Well, then all that other stuff flipped. You know what? I said no $5 tags, and look at that. That's a $5 tag. What is it? Aha, it's a yellow dot. Okay. Still yellow dot or white dot. Okay. And yes, I know some green stars went, but I have not found those. I have found the ones that did not go. Obviously, any kind of swim trunks, grab them. Sleeveless dresses, tank tops, anything like that, you should be checking. Shorts. Now, this other stuff's a little different because, I mean, it's long sleeve, but I think this is your white dot. Yes. So your white dot, some of it's more fall. Oh, yes. There's a little bit, just a little bit of clothes here. And our hula hoops. Funny enough, I've gotten the DG manager at the store that I said can really take some people on. I think I've got her, the cashier, and the stalker guy in for hula hoop contest. So we're supposed to go back over there with some hula hoops, have a little contest. Recorded, of course. I told her it has to be recorded. And the worse that she is, the better the video will do. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, clothes and more clothes. I was talking about swimming pools, rugs. I'll get back to the swimming pool. You saw us find rugs. But these are the, heavy duty. I'm so glad they're mowing right now. That's my neighbors, not me. I don't have a lawn man. I wish I did, but I don't. Anyways, these are the green dot heavy duty porch rugs because you try to carry these things. Oh my gosh, and I did not vacuum my floor. We better just lift that on back up here. Oh my God, see, I can't even pick them back up one-handed. They're rugs. They belong on the floor. Okay. I'm not out of breath. And then there's these other rugs, and we're going to try not to get all my recycling. Did I mention that we're moving? And so that's also part of the recycling. Okay. We found some green dot, the scratchy rugs. I don't know what they're called. Printed, what is that? Okay. I'm really not dumb. I did really well in school. I do really well with reading and stuff, but please tell me what this is. Well, I mean, obviously don't just spell it for me because I can see it right there. How do you say that? Learn something new every day. I need to know how to say that. I know it's not choir. I've never seen that before in my life. Okay, let me know about that. Rugs, swimming pool. So we're in the store. She gets some of the girl clothes. We give her some of the girl clothes. And then stuff flips. And then I checked the swimming pools up front when I went in the store, but they were still clearance. So, anyways, she got the pools because she was up front, I think, checking out and saw the pools and grabbed them. Well, do you know that Ashley ran up to ask her if we could just have two? Because we actually use them for our dogs. But another good thing, the house we're moving to has a creek right next to it. So I won't necessarily need that for my doggie, but it's great for storage right now and packing. She gave us, well, I think she got 30 pools, and she gave us 10. She gave us 10 of the pools. So thank you so much. There was sharing, there was caring. Like I said, it was a good day. I had no idea it was going to be that bonkers. But at the end of the day, yeah, it was awesome. So many people are going to benefit from this, whether it's Christmas, whether it's the blessing box, whether it's my kiddos' kindergarten class, like those kites. Everybody's getting one of those. I'm doing books, coloring books, art sets, like just stuff that I have, enough of. But anyways, so yeah, this has went way too long because I have to go shopping. I have to see what else is out there. All right. I hope you guys are still finding stuff. I'll try to get this out and record last night's, but like I said, I might just do pictures. Don't forget about the community tab. I post stuff on there when I'm on the road because I can't record, okay, because of signal. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Here's the best part, because if you made it to the end, I said the last video or the one before, the 5 before that if you made it to the end, I had an announcement or something. We are almost to 4,000 subscribers. We jumped fast, and I love you. And so you should love me back because, it goes both ways. And let's get it up to 4,000. I'm stoked. I'm telling you, go back. I don't know. How many videos do I have now? Over 300? Over 200, I know for sure. I tell you a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. It's being shared here, even ahead of time. Huh? Make sure you likey. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're nice when you're out there to everyone. No judgy judge, no meanness. This is a positive thing. This is good. Keep it good. All right. And seriously, when I'm in stores from now on, I'm going to act like I'm talking on the phone and do the love you bye thing. Right? And then they'll totally think I'm on the phone. All right. Well, that's the end.